Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Cowboys going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Hurry up. Here we go.
Blue 90. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Shreds the tackle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Double tight. Double tight. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun. Rush in. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up. Here we go. 319. 319.
The play clock's running down. He'll drop to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
Undercrush.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Watch out.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Tight end's right. All right, here we go. 319. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriots. All right, here we go. 319. Detroit. Gun.
Fournette on the counter. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Tight left. 3 down. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Over. Now, let's go. Gun. Watch it now, Barney. Now, let's go. Blue 90. Watch it now.
Running out here on the play clock. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Kill.
Watch Mike. Outside's coming. Yeah, baby. Boom.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
They'll set up the throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Hey, here we go.
Four down,
Here we go.
check.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 80.
Whip.
Here we go. Kill.
Watch the whip.
Here we go. Kill.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 80.
Check.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Man left.
Gun.
Alert.
Here we go.
Three down.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Take four.
Hey, here we go. Wide 80.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on the 9.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Miles Jack. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Double tight. 3 down.
Now let's go. Gun. Detroit.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Hurry up. Here we go. Blue 90. All right, now.
Watch the curl.
Over. Watch you now. Leopard.
Switch.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
You got tight right there. Check 24. Double tight.
4 down. Now, check. Blue 99 Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. Gun.
He's coming.
Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Over! Here we go now! 3-19! Leopard! Joker! Set! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56! Leopard! Green 39! Green 30!
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go! Even. 4 down. Even. Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
He'll look to throw.
Check.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Hey, 4 down.
Waiting, think.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
Tight is Ringo. Tight is on Ringo.
Here we go.
Tight is on Ringo.
Waiting, think.
A first down carry by Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Tight end right.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 53. Waiting, think.
Again, it's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little day on me. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Strong right.
There we go, going to 53. There we go, going to 53. There we go. Wide 80.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
There we go, going to 53. There we go, going to 54. Wide 80. Hey, here we go.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
There we go. Wide 80. Gun.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Gun.
Safe.
Kill.
Under 10.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Tighten up.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now let's go.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, 3rd down here.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike's 5-2. Mike 5-2. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Now back to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 2nd quarter in Cleveland, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And now here come the Cowboys. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
We're going to kill.
They go Elliott again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Here we go. Wide, hey.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Gun. Here we go. Go to 54.
Check.
Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Eyes on 27.
Now let's go. Green.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
Here we go now. Green.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Watch tight end.
Here we go now.
4 down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Tight end right.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, I got 83. We got
Here we
this,
go.
fellas. Come on.
Here we go. Going to 50. We're going to 54.
Bus formation. Come on, boys. Come on.
Good carry now for Elliott.
Check the backer.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Indianapolis. The Jets out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Prescott on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Here we go.
Three now. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide eight. Here we go. Going to 54. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide eight.
On play action, Prescott.
Switch.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
19's me.
Here we go.
Single.
Gun.
Wide.
Gun.
Get wide.
Here we go. Wide eight.
49. Check 49.
Prescott off play action. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, and I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
They can get the latter 50%. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Got double tight.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa.
All right, here we go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Double tight. 3 down.
Leopard.
Sponge.
Green.
Again, it's Fournette. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Green 39! Green 39!
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Woo! Yeah, baby, yeah!
So it'll be first down here after the run.
Two tights.
Here we go now. Blue lining.
Three down.
Blue lining.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's a give to Fournette. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hurts has it left side. And this time he's able to take. Down to the 42.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. This one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield.
Got it.
Hey. You got three. You got three. Three down.
Then we're going to 54. Wide eight. Then we're going to 53.
Back.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Kill. Turn it up.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
Go. Hey, run.
Give us to Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll give to Elliott running left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Now handoff here to his running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team.
Hey, here we go. Wait, take
Mike 3.
Then we're going to 53.
There we go. Kill. Slam.
On third down, that's Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium, and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he is knocked down from the side. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
2 times.
Now let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now let's go. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of 40. 23 yards on the play.
Now let's go. 90.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
He'll drop to throw. Hurts over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Barney. Take 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans aren't the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll push push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken farm from last night's gun to your head. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 54 yards. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go. Go on to 54. Go on to 50. There we go. Go on to 50.
3 down. 3 down.
Here we go.
Well, and Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Go, go. It's run. It's run. They run it.
Here's the punter Gay now to send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville on the first down. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. So they got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Set. All right, now. Good. Leopard.
Check 24. Check 24.
Leopard. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Kill.
Back to throw here.
Shift.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it.
But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Lucky 56. Lucky.
We got 4.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. 3 down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
We got 3,
6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
What do you think? Here we go. Kill.
Like 3. Combo.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in.
On 3rd down. That's Elliott. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down, or to have the defense have to hold it.
Trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it,
Watch
be
it now,
aggressive,
Barney,
because
Barney.
I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Now let's go. 3 down.
Check 52's to Mike.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 29. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
52, Mike 52.
Set.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
I'm playing the wrong football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Watch tight end.
Here we go. Then we're going to 53.
Again to Elliott. A gain of 3, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Gun.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Go to 54. Kill. Here we go, going to 54. Wide.
On the counter, Elliott. And he's got some space here. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here we go.
Get that quarterback.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Here we go. Wide.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for Dallas, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis.